Hello, and welcome to another edition of WIAA Extra Points. I'm Tom Shafransky, WIAA Assistant Director and Football Liaison. Really happy to get you ready for Level 2 of the WIAA football playoffs this week. We had a tremendous week number 1. The great weather helped out, but great followings, great work by everybody. Let's look forward to week number 2. This week, I want to talk to you just a little bit about grounding. Grounding is an issue that kind of comes to us as we get closer into the playoffs and players and coaches start to press to make plays more and more. Recent rule changes by the NFHS have really made it easier for the passer to get rid of a pass without a penalty. You can find all of this in NFHS Rule 752, and I'd also encourage you to look at the casebook because there's a number of different situations that they provide on grounding. Grounding the ball has become legal under the right situation. For the officials, remember, it remains a judgment call. Start with the snap. The first player to receive the snap is allowed to spike or ground the ball, whether it is under center or in shotgun. While the rule states it has to be immediately thrown, officials should understand the situation and the overall intent. The rule states that the passer cannot muff the snap. However, a slight bobble should not be considered a muff. Keep that in mind and keep the intent in mind as you make that judgment. The second part is if the passer gets outside of the lateral free blocking zone or the tackle box or pocket. He can throw a forward pass across the line of scrimmage to an unoccupied area. It doesn't need to be in the field of play. It can be the extension beyond the sidelines. How big is this lateral free blocking zone? Well, it's about 3 steps in either direction from where the passer receives the snap. Now, if the ball does not make the line of scrimmage, that is intentional grounding. It is a spot foul, 5 yards, and loss of down. If the passer stays in the pocket and under duress throws the pass to an area that is not occupied by an eligible receiver, then we have intentional grounding. How big is that area? Well, consider using a diameter of not more than 5 to 7 yards in either direction of the pass. If the pass is thrown downfield to an area that is not occupied by a receiver, it can be due to the receiver ran the wrong route, and that should not be penalized. Finally, if the passer is in the process of being tackled and attempts to throw a pass that travels just a few yards, that should be considered to be grounding, unless there is an eligible receiver within a few steps of where the ball lands, making a legitimate effort to catch the ball. Remember, again, these are all judgment decisions that officials have to make, but I hope it helps you with grounding in that situation. And I also hope that you have a great Level 2 game. And if you are watching from the sidelines, get out there and enjoy the excitement of high school football during the championship weeks ahead. Thanks again for watching. All the best to all the teams that are still in the tournament.